Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. You'll have noticed this place before and you'll be wondering what on earth is this plonker doing back at the starting place. Well, I had a bit of an accident. I landed on an island, surrounded obviously by water. I got out of my ship and my ship blew up. So I ended up stuck. I had to use the in-game menu, which I believe is a /TP and something else. And it transported us straight back to the starting position, which was a little bit of a bummer. However, when I first started the game, might be like you, I was in a bit of a hurry to try and find the yellow wall. And I skipped quite a few of the places around the starting location. So I decided I had a little bit of time, I had a little bit of a wander around, there was a new update on the game, so I thought I'll try it out and see how the game plays without going too far. It was only then when I noticed that some of the places that I've missed can net you over 50,000 in cash. By going around to a few of the other places around the starting area, you can actually net yourself thousands in-game currency by just repeating the actions. Now obviously it's not a glitch in the game, it's supposed to be there and you move on to other places. However, after a short period of time it seems to respawn again and you can do it again. It's not something I'm obviously going to keep on doing. However, if you find yourself short of cash, these places might be around all of the fueling towers, I don't know. However, if you are short of cash or you're just starting the game, I would suggest you doing this, because this will give you the money, everything you need within quite a close proximity to each other, and it'll get you your money that you need for your ship and you need for everything else and get your stuff. Now, where we're going now to this place here, this is the armory. Now later on in the video I'll show you coming back to this place again and netting the same amount of money. It's got umpteen amount of guns, armor, backpacks, which are, you know, are 10,000 each. And it has a lot of ammo, and you don't come across any other resistance apart from the little beasties that you normally get at other places. But doing it in a little bit of a rotation, so starting off at the armory first, then going to all of the other places that I'll highlight later on in the video, and then coming back to this place seems to spawn back with the ammo and the guns and everything else that you'll need. So here, a couple of rifles. I've already just loaded one on my shoulder. Loads of ammo. Grenades. Haven't worked out the grenades because I did try them and they wouldn't let us throw them at some. Bandages, 2 rigs, 3 helmets, 2 backpacks. I'll show you this later on when we'll go through the video in a little bit slower, and I'll itemize it. A few of the other places, as though you walk into like a supermarket and you think, oh, it's just tins of beans, tins of soup or whatever. However, some of these are like med kits, which are like £800 each. I'll say £1, I know it's dollars or in game, but sometimes you're running past this stuff and you're picking it up really fast. So there's a matter tank. There's 5,000. Definitely worth picking up. So it's well worth doing this little route. Even if you just do it once, even if you just do it twice and then head off to the next place. But it gives you a little bit of a good foundation on getting your currency up a little bit so you can buy it, because you will, like me, because I was a bit of a plonker, die in water, fly in the ship and you crash. You'll get your ship back, but you won't be able to get your gear back because it's underwater. And there is islands that I landed on that once, if something happens to your ship, you kind of get off. There is something that I've worked out which I'll have to look into more, and each time I've landed my ship, and if my ship's blown up or had damage, it's generally because I've raided a place and picked up one of them sniper rifles. And it loads on your shoulder very much like the rifle I'm running with now, but it's a lot taller. And for some reason, it clips the spaceship. So when you're getting off the spaceship takes damage. So I've just went to the place, say, I've got 2 backpacks, 3 helmets, matter tank. There's about 4 or 5 guns there. So it's definitely worth doing. Now I thought, this is just a one-off because I didn't come here the first time. But no, after a short amount of time, you can come back. In logging out of the game and coming back in doesn't seem to spawn it back in. It seems to be a time thing. I did pick this SMG up. I think it'll work really well in PvP. It seems to have more power, or it sounds as though it's got more power. But it has a smaller clip, so you do get quite a few of these. I think I've kept one, I believe, and I've sold all of the rest. My game, I'm just playing offline. If these places exist where you can get this type of money really quick, it would be very easy to go to PvP and start the game again, and then you'll have a vast amount of stuff. But I'm not interested there at the moment. I'm just going to play the game as it is until there's some more updates on the game. But I will say the version that I'm playing now, I didn't really have much problems apart from me gun. I picked up a sniper rifle. It automatically loaded up and went into my shoulder. I went into the ship, went up the ramp. Something exploded and I ended up half in and half out of the roof of the ship, and I couldn't get out of it. So I had to use the unstuck menu in the game. So that was a bit of a bummer. So we're going to take a little run back. You will find that your bag, or the big bag, only holds 64 slots. So if you have done this run, you will have to, after a couple of places, go back to the fueling tower, unload your gear, then come back out and do it, which all adds to the delay for that other place to respawn. Now this shopping centre, this one has the nest inside. There is 2 other shopping arcades or shopping centres, but they have the nests on the outside. But these are the ones that have the matter tanks just sitting on the shelves and the first aid kits. So it's definitely worth taking the time to raid these. Another option is every time you kill one of these little beasties, it's not just the cash, you actually gain XP in the game. So as I'm shooting, you'll see I'm getting 1, 2 XP for shooting these little beasties. You can get a mission from the cyborg to kill the nest. However, if you haven't picked the mission up, it's a good... What I found was good is not actually destroying the nest, is just shoot the beasties as they come out the nest, and then shoot the nest when you get a little bit sick or you've done too many. Because these continue to come out the nest and they don't bring so much cash. However, they do bring XP. The other ones, which more look like a zombie, which are the infected, they give you a lot of XP, which we'll show you later, because I do hit a place which I don't know whether it's glitched or what, but there's absolutely tons of these things, and net you quite a lot of money. So I'll take these out, and then once I get sick, I just destroy the nest, and then move on, because they can fill your backpack. And you can get better money by picking stuff up inside of the shop than killing these. But they do get XP, which is what I would suggest you do. Even if you don't pick them up, but kill them. Because it does rank your XP up every time you kill one. I don't know if that's 2... Let's have a look. I think that's 2 XP for each one. Yeah. So every one you're killing, you're getting 2 XP for. And it ranks you up. So there I've got a bit sick and now I've killed the nest. Always good to have a little health pack with you. You pick them up off the shelves. You don't have to buy them, but they do cost £800 each. So we're going to run around the shop, picking this stuff up. Oh, WD-40. Hey, can I get through life without WD-40? So there you go, 2 matter tanks, one for 5,000 and one for 1,000. So definitely worth coming, picking off the shelf. Even if you just come here for them too, it's worth getting it because there's 6 grand. I know they take a slice of the action, but it's another matter tank there that I couldn't pick up as my inventory was full. So I do itemize these landing zones or these little places of interest later on and show you which ones I went to for the best. However, like I said, if you go to all of them and then come back, you will find that that place is respawned. So just selling everything here. The only thing I'm going to be keeping throughout this video is the backpacks. I find at 10,000, they're going to take a cut of the 10,000. So I'd rather have a few of them in my inventory that I can get back if I die. And that's what I do. Only of the smaller backpacks that are already in my inventory, I'll sell all of them and then replace it with the big ones. So now I'm just flicking through, selling, wondering what he'll take if there was anything else. So there's 6 grand. So I did work out by doing this from start to finish a few times that I had accumulated 140,000 and I never left the starting place. I was just going to the different places, back to the fueling tower, selling them, going back out again. Make sure when you get one decent sized backpack, you put that on, because that'll give you the 68 slots. For some reason as well, is when you click on the items, they don't automatically transfer over. So you think the place can't actually accept them, but it just must just be a glitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some of the backpacks that are already in my inventory, because my inventory is quite full, and I'm going to replace them with the bigger ones, and then sell everything else. So these health packs as well that are in there, they're 800 each. Definitely worth collecting them, and any of the rifles. But what I did notice, and I didn't notice this in game until I looked at the video, because I tend to go too fast, is a lot of these items won't appear any larger than a tin of beans on the shelf. And you're picking up rifles, you're picking up SMGs, you're picking up health packs, and you would just run past it and think it's not worth picking up. but it definitely is. Take your time. Don't run around like a dickhead like me. Take your time, pick everything up, especially if you're just starting the game, because you will net yourself quite a bit of money by picking this stuff up in this area. So I'm going to come over to the clothing place and sell all the hats and the armor. I mean, even a hat is 1,000. I mean, you're getting quite a bit of cash. The armor's 5,000 in that place. It'll give you, I think it's 3 or 4. Anyway, we'll go back and have a look at it throughout the video. You do find yourself, though, coming back and forward to these sellers, because what you have clicked on and you think's went over or they don't sell, it just doesn't activate. It's not going over for some reason. So take your time. I'd recommend is you sell everything you can in the shops first before you use the machines, because the machines hammer you in tax, and so does the post office. The post office being higher. I still have a little bit of a glitch where for some reason I can't land. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So now they're selling all of the rest of the gear. It won't take rifles and it won't take ammo. And you notice I am clicking on some items, but it's not saying it's going to accept them. However, if you click sell and then do it again, it does work. And you notice I do have a package there which I wasn't able to deliver. And it's just hovering there. So go to the armory. If you see this lass here, she's offering you a contract, and all it is basically is you go upstairs and that's it, done. So you're going there anyway, you may as well do it. Sell the rifles. Sell the grenades. There's another 9. Sell the bottles in the bar. Another 500. Just check in with this dude, just in case there's a glitch. Right, here's a little map. This is the starting area. The ones I've marked with a circle are the ones that I've found have great loot. The armory, which is here, which is obviously 50 grand. But the shopping centre on the far right hand side, that doesn't show on your map, or it didn't show on my map until I actually got to the destination. So that one there is definitely worth going. However, it might not show on your map until you get there or get close to the armory, and it'll pop up. Now what I did is I went to all of these locations in a rotation. So I went to the armory and then I rotated around all of the other points, and then start off at the armory again and then do it again. Entirely up to you how many times you do it. I did it a few times, especially to see if this actually worked before I put this out in a video, and it did work for me. Definitely worth trying it and giving it a go. The only reason I've marked them in red are they're the ones that give me decent loot. The other places do give you exact, really good stuff as well, but them 4 there definitely give us a decent amount of loot. So now I'm back at one of the other places, which is marked on the map, which tells you that it's got the nest inside. And these ones here are really good for the matter tanks. And I think this is the one where I get attacked by a load of zombies, which I didn't expect. It's either this one or the next one. So there's a couple of these that look the same. So here, I haven't picked up the contract, so I'm just gonna, but I am gonna kill the nest straight away because I don't want to fill my bag full of these aliens. That's not what I'm there for. I basically want to collect the loot. I don't want to fill my bag with all of these little parts. Or not as many that does actually come out of the nests. And run round and just pick it all up. As I said, if you do it quickly, you'll not know what you're picking up. But it's definitely worth going around picking everything up. So there's the 2 matter tanks. So there's 6 grand. I only went back for the WD-40, but anyway, never mind. There's plenty of other stuff on there. So that one place is 6,000. You know what I mean? I mean, it's, you can say how much money you pick up and you wouldn't have known. Because some of this stuff's so small. So there's big heal box, which only looked as though there was a little kind of beans or whatever. But it's worth 800. So it's definitely worth doing it because we've already had a few thousand. There's a machine gun and ammo. Now this place was a little bit weird because I've been here before, at least I think I did. And then I just got attacked by loads of these zombies. But they give you really good XP. It's definitely worth shooting them. And I think they give you £200 worth of cash. So these here, I'm knocking these out, and these are 4 XP each. For some reason, the heads do disappear really quick. Compared to the little beasties, which seem to hang around, these were disappearing quite quick. So by the time I go back to the shop, some of them have already disappeared. But shoot them only for XP, you know. I mean, yes, you're getting £200 a head, but you can make more by doing the runs and picking the stuff up off the shelves. But while you're there, you may as well pick it up because you've picked yourself up quite a few grand by just doing this run. So just shoot them for XP, even if you don't pick them up. Definitely worth doing. So if you forget where they are, just use your focus menu and it'll highlight them. So you'll notice that they're disappearing before I'm even picking them up. So these zombie type ones, they do seem to disappear or despawn quite quickly. But if you're pushing for XP, it doesn't really matter. Just pick up what you can. Now these dudes just keep coming. It was quite relentless here. So pack yourself quite a lot of machine gun ammo. I normally take 1,000 rounds every time I go out. But some of these places, like the armory, give you free SMG ammo anyway. So just make sure that you've got a few in your bag, because you never know. I've been here before, never encountered these guys, and now I've come back and they're here. So, and if you're not into shooters, it's not really difficult. Just run back and forward, use your hover, and if you back away while you're shooting, it'll keep a little bit of distance, and put your heel on one of the shortcut buttons. So I have one on my mouse, and if I do find that my health goes down a little bit, because these ones can do quite a bit of damage to you compared to the little beasties, just have a quick button that you can press to bring your heal up. And there is a delay in your heal, so it has to recycle itself. So So you can't just spam your heal button. We're just going to clean up the rest of these. Even if it's just for XP, it's definitely worth it. If you don't want to fill your bag, don't pick them up. So heading back, going to empty my bag. See what this little lot is netted is. Pharmacy takes all of the... There's 200 every one of them heads. There's nearly 6,000 just in body parts. And that was only the supermarket. Big heal box, 800. Your matter tanks. There's a lot of money to get from this starting area. So don't miss it out. If you do it only once, do it. But definitely don't do like what I did and just... I can't remember how I got my first a lot of cash. I think I did go to some places, but I definitely didn't go to the ones that we're going to now. The pawn shop's quite good for getting rid of weird items. But if you do find that it doesn't take the item, press the sell button and then try it again, and it should work for you. So what we will be doing is going back to the armory as well and showing you that this stuff will spawn in again for you. Another little tip, if it's a tip, is if you do have a spaceship, if you park the spaceship on the landing pad, you'll obviously not get any fuel. However, if you put the spaceship away in the garage and then get it back, it'll come back full of fuel. So I have noticed there's a couple of items left in my inventory there. I'll get rid of them. And for some reason, they changed the way that you can do your spaceship. So you can now customize your spaceship. So you see there, I've just collected that contractor. But the contract's just up the lift. And then you've netted yourself a little bit of XP and some cash. But the customizing of your ship, you notice that my ship is green. However, I did load back in to check these locations out, and the customization had gone. So my ship went back to a normal color again. So I'm just going to get rid of the ammo just so that I've got my basic amount of stuff in my inventory. So now I'm coming back to the armory as my first run again. And I've emptied my inventory, so I've got nothing in my inventory. Just so you can see what I pick up in here has respawned back in. Yeah, 2 guns. So ammo, grenades again. Sometimes you cannot, as you get it right in the middle. SMG ammo. There's 80 rounds or 60 rounds in a box. Shotgun ammo. 2 rigs, which are 10 grand each. Hats. There's 3 of them. 3 armor. ammo for my pistol, bandages. There's a rifle on there, an SMG that was so small you wouldn't have known what it was. So we've just walked away and just filled our boots. Now that's 50,000 in there. I think it's 54,000. There's the matter tank again, which is 5,000. So if you're a bit of a scavenger like I am, definitely worth having a good little look around. So this place, the armory, the one you're looking for, has got the Arctic, the 18-wheeler. So there you are. So you can see what we've picked up just from this place. If you sell the backpacks, they're 10,000 each. However, I'm going to keep a hold of them and sell the smaller ones that I've collected on the way, because you will die. Right, we're going to take a wander back and part with everything that we've managed to collect, which is quite a bit of stuff just from one place. Start with a pawn shop. Does give you a nice low rate of tax. So 4,800, not too bad. Won't take any armor or clothing. You have to sell that in the other shops. And these guys, I think these guys dancing or drinking what I'm selling, because they're off the trolleys. So anyway, we're going to go up to the armory. I'm not going to take the contract from that gal. I'm going to sell everything that's in here. Sell the guns and grenades, and up to now you can see me level, you can see how much I've got. I've already been to the city. If you play like I do offline, you only need an SMG. You can have a shotgun if you want, but I found SMGs really good. So that was 14,000 from selling the guns and the ammo, and sell the helmets, the body armor. Going to keep the backpacks. They're 10 grand each, so if you'd want to buy them, they would cost you the straight 10 grand. And if you die, you're going to need one of them, definitely. So I'll sell the other bits and pieces. There is some ammo there that I should have sold that I didn't realise, so I'll just park that in my stash and then sell it or use it the next time. So I'm going to come along to the stash, put the 2 packs into my stash, and then I've got them for next time. I think I've got about 5 or 6 of them in now. So when I die, I can just pick one of them packs out and crack on. It's not costing us 10 grand. So that's it for the day. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's been helpful to any new players or maybe existing players. And I'll catch you the next time. Take care. Thank you for watching.